No, it will be tough, and you will still find the way to win.
The hidden power of silence, Nietzsche's philosophy of strategic stillness. In a world obsessed with noise, constant chatter, social media updates, and performative speech, silence is often mistaken for weakness. Yet Friedrich Nietzsche, the provocative German philosopher, saw silence as a profound tool of power. For him, true strength wasn't in dominating conversations, but in mastering the art of strategic restraint. By embracing silence, you cultivate an aura of mystery, control perceptions, and force others to reveal their intentions. This isn't passive withdrawal, but an active weapon, one that sharpens your intellect and unnerves your opponents. Let's explore how Nietzsche's insights can teach you to wield silence with precision, outsmart adversaries, and reclaim your inner authority. Silence as a mark of superiority. Nietzsche believed that those who speak less often hold greater power. In Thus Spoke Zarathustra, he writes, "It is the stillest words that bring the storm. Loud, incessant talkers betray insecurity, needing validation through speech. In contrast, the disciplined individual speaks only when necessary, making each word impactful. Silence signals confidence. You don't need to prove yourself. When you resist the urge to fill every pause, you force others to lean in, creating psychological dominance. This isn't manipulation, but a recalibration of social dynamics. The less you say, the more others project meaning onto your stillness." The power of withholding reaction. Most people are slaves to their impulses, reacting immediately to provocation. Nietzsche praised the ability to pause, to let silence stretch before responding, or not responding at all. By refusing to engage in petty debates or emotional outbursts, you deny others the satisfaction of controlling you. This selective responsiveness frustrates adversaries, as they can't predict your moves. In Beyond Good and Evil, Nietzsche notes that the noble soul possesses and does not want to possess. Silence is the ultimate demonstration of this. You possess the power to speak, but choose not to waste it. 3. Silence as a mirror. When you stop explaining yourself, others are forced to confront their own assumptions. Nietzsche saw silence as a mirror, reflecting back the insecurities and agendas of those around you. In conversation, a well-timed pause exposes the other person's need for approval, their hidden motives, or their lack of substance. This psychological leverage allows you to steer interactions without uttering a word. The more someone tries to fill your silence, the more they reveal, giving you the upper hand in negotiations, conflicts, or social maneuvering. 4. Dominating through absence. Nietzsche understood that presence isn't just about being seen or heard, it's about the weight of your absence. In The Gay Science, he writes, "Sometimes it is necessary to be silent to be heard." By strategically withdrawing from trivial discussions or refusing to engage with detractors, you elevate your perceived value. People begin to wonder what you're thinking, making your eventual words more potent. This is how leaders, thinkers, and influencers maintain authority. They don't dilute their power with unnecessary noise. 5. Silence as intellectual discipline. Nietzsche valued deep thought over superficial chatter. In silence, the mind sharpens, free from the distractions of performative speech. Many people talk to avoid thinking, but the disciplined individual uses silence to refine ideas before expressing them. This intellectual patience leads to more precise, devastating insights when you do speak. As Nietzsche wrote, "The maturity of man means to have regained the seriousness one had as a child at play." Silence is that seriousness, a return to deliberate, purposeful communication. 7. Silence and the will to power. Nietzsche's concept of the will to power, the drive to assert and expand one's influence, isn't about brute force, but strategic control. Silence is a refined expression of this. By refusing to engage in every battle, you conserve energy for what truly matters. The loudest person in the room is rarely the most powerful. Real dominance comes from measured restraint. Silence, then, isn't submission. It's a calculated move in the game of influence. 8. The art of listening. Nietzsche despised those who listen only to reply, not to understand. True listening, rooted in silence, allows you to gather intelligence, detect weaknesses, and respond with lethal precision. In Twilight of the Idols, he warns against the lie of the good conversationalist, who fills the air with empty words. The superior individual listens intently, absorbing information while giving nothing away. This makes your eventual interjections far more devastating. 9. Silence as rejection of the herd. Most people fear silence because it forces self-confrontation. Nietzsche saw herd mentality as a refuge for the weak, endless chatter to avoid solitude. By embracing silence, you detach from societal noise, cultivating independent thought. This is how you reclaim your inner strength, by refusing to participate in the meaningless exchanges that drain your energy. 10. Mastering the pause. The final lesson is this: silence is not passive, it's an active force, a way to command space without uttering a word. Nietzsche's philosophy teaches that true power lies in the gaps between speech, the moments where others fumble, while you remain composed. When you master the pause, you dictate the rhythm of every interaction. Silence, then, is not emptiness. It is the ultimate expression of control. By adopting Nietzsche's approach, you transform silence from a void into a weapon, one that outsmarts, outlasts, and dominates. The next time you feel pressured to speak, remember, the strongest voice is often the one not heard.